better than a mother though. She got her own, she don't need no ticket. She get it, yeah, she got it, so you know I had to get her. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my pretty young thing, and I do anything for her. I love you, ay, pretty young thing. You need some loving from a real one. I wanna love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving, and I'm a real one. Say, hold up, what's up, what it do? I ain't trying to do too much, but come through. Cartier frames too much, but it's cool. The only thing strange, they won't get off you. Say you wanna ride up, well I got a ticket, and later we can hide out. Try to get missing, now I'm all up in your mind now. Cause I get you, but you can't figure mine out.
Types of good. I was like, I hear her, but she's not in.
With a St. Laurent fetch, and thank God I never had a baby mother either. Snapchat shorty, flash that for me, clap back. That's not for you. Give her 50 feet. Fell in love in a week. She penetrating my mind. I penetrate that physique. Is that what delete? Digging our chemistry. No limit to me and she. Give me a kiss on the cheek. Trading thing. A couple years younger, but she better than a mother though. Better than a mother though. She got her own. She don't need no ticket. She get it, yeah, she got it. So you know I had to get her. She my NYPYT.
You can pull up.
She my NYPYT.
Right there.
She my NYPYT. She my pretty young thing, and I do anything for her. I love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving from a real one. I wanna love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving.
I just do random pulls, and whatever pulls up is what we do.
Hold it set down. Supposed to get the crown. Toast for you and I just wanna see you shine. Not to make a man feel better than the woman. Queen with the crown, but for now it's a bucket. There are a few things that's for certain, my lady. We can make war, make babies. I'm a rider and a ticket that comes with good planning and channeling your ambition. I know this fact that properly seemed efficient. He used to move keys, he call it a little different.
Man said,
another one.
Man said 10 minutes.
She put it down on me, I put them numbers up. All of that junk. She 21. Okay, she old enough to drink, might gotta be my lunch. Stay low on bill with an eye. Coachella chill with an eye.
They
got
don't.
colorful lyrics. We twinning, cause every other color.
We got Miriam, the goddess.
A couple years younger, but she better than a mother though. Better than a mother though.
Oh,
Got her own, she don't need no ticket. She get it, yeah, she got it, so you know I had to get her. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my pretty young thing, and I do anything for her. I love you, ay, pretty young thing. You need some loving from a real one. I wanna love you, ay, pretty young thing. You need some loving, and I'm a real one. Hold up, what's up? What's your name? I should've asked the verse before, don't throw shade. A lot of girls do too much for that fame, but I can get to know you just from your page. Right. Yeah. Cool kid sneak. Yeah.
Maybach music.
She a couple years younger, but she better than a mother though. Better than a mother though. She got her own, she don't need no ticket. She get it, yeah, she got it, so you know I had to get her. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT. She my NYPYT.
Whoa. We're not doing that. Cause when I try to explain, I try to explain things to you. It goes through one ear and out the other. And I'm not the type of guy who likes to repeat himself but so many times. So my patience can only go but so far. And guess what? Shay, it gets to a line. It gets to a line. And guess what? What's good, man? But I do my part as long as you do your part. You work with me, I work with you. That's how things rock. So
gas now for you. Give her 50 feet. Fell in love in a week. She penetrate in my mind. I penetrate that position.
No, because I cut off the tail. I said, Shay, make sure to carve the tail before we head out. She's already in the den with the monster. Monster is asleep. I said, Shay, did you carve the tail? What, the tail? Huh? What happened with the tail? Where's the tail at? I said, Shay, so you didn't listen to what I had to say. She was like, oh, I did. I don't care what anybody says. If I tell you a directive, if I give you a directive, follow the directive first before we move on to the main objective. Yes, I've been in the field ever since middle school. I know what I'm talking about. So when I tell you get in the tail right there, the tail, carve the tail first. And then I went back to show you where the tail is. You lost it for $10. You know what? This ain't I don't think you can probably hear me because the music's probably louder than me. We ain't doing that. Ain't gonna make it sound like I'm just some tyrant or monster. That I do my directives correct. Did you not listen to anything I told you throughout the whole time playing with me? I don't want to hear it. Is everybody ready? I want to say horizontal. Never mind, live vertical. Wait, no, that is vertical. Tragic. Tragic. She is very much vertical.
I keep trying to put my camera on and...
But we see you.
Oh, you guys can see me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's not showing me myself. What the heck?
There you go. Well, we can still see you.
I can't see myself though. What the heck?
Your full screen now. Good. What were you gonna do then?
No, I'm trying to see myself like how I can see. I'm trying to see myself so I can see you guys.
Okay.
But y'all can see me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can see you.
Okay.
Is everybody ready?
Wait, who's that in the background? I'm messing around.
Sit back here. What the fuck?
All right, cool. Gonna start up. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Hazy Flame Podcast, aka the Hazy Cast, episode 26. I am your 26. That's crazy. I am your host, So Fresh Prince, and today, we got the old faces with a new interesting face, and we gonna get to that. As I do introductions, we got our good old Snow Wolf Captain, Sir Freak. You're legit the first one.
Yeah, you gotta get the sword.
I'll go first. It's your favorite ice captain, sort of slick, Snow Wolf Freaky. You know what I'm saying? All that positivity and smiles and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Factual. We got a 2-for-1 special. We got the good old Blah and then his girlfriend, Bunny Girl Shay. I don't know if she's gonna actually be here, but she was there.
Yeah, we here.
Cool.
Be kind of here, maybe.
50-50.
Ain't no halfway stepping in here, Shay. Ain't no halfway stepping. You gotta be all the way in there. You gotta dive in the water.
She got a stream now.
Dive on in.
Dive on the water. Go crazy. Next to them is our very own, back from Jamaica, Drop the Stacks.
Yo, I go on.
I'm from Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
3 days back from Jamaica.
We just come from climbing up a tree, getting some apple and some.
Tragic. Next thing we got Mal the Kid. Great talk.
Yeah.
Underneath,
I'm out of the kid.
Nice.
Shout out to Blue Yeti, man. What's good? What's good?
Oh, his
underneath,
mic got backed up at first.
Oh,
Okay.
again?
underneath, we got everybody's favorite random hero.
What's poppin'? It's Random Hero, aka Christian Cage. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Got a big title match this Saturday at Justice, you know what I'm saying? Got to defend this 10 pounds ago against this crazy nigga named Abyss. But you know what I'm saying? I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling right now. He don't know where I'm at, so he can't ain't like he gonna pull up in my crib or anything like that, you know what I'm saying?
Tragic.
Try to drown me in my pool.
Tragic times too. And then we got everybody's favorite Bipper, the man who made Bipology, the Bipologist, the Bipatron. I don't have anything else to go with Bip. Veli Honcho himself.
Hey, I'm bipping. BIPPER, bitch. I'm pushing B. You feel me? I'm a well-known bipper. You feel me? So I can identify the bip. I see how y'all be bipping. I respect the bip. You just gotta step it up a few more levels to to reach the pyramids of bip. You feel me? I'm standing on top of them motherfuckers. I'm bipping all day long. I bip when I sleep. There's a different level of it. You're not there yet. You feel me?
Right.
Stay on the grind. Keep bipping.
Factual.
Dipped in this prime.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning my own bip. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
It's a work in progress. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm seeing it. I acknowledge the bip. You feel me?
Random bip.
Everybody's bip different.
I knew I fucked up somewhere.
Everybody bip a little different. You already know we bipping. You know how I bip. You already know.
I bip, you bip, we bip.
Oh, we some bippers.
Not last but not least, we got a singer, a model, ambassador, cosplayer. She don't want to claim she's famous, but technically she is famous. We got Miriam the Goddess with us as our special guest for today.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm happy to be here. I'm also captain of my own pirate crew called TGP, the Galaxy Pirates. And I'm so excited to chop it up with y'all.
Oh, fellow captain in the building. Shout out to your crew. Shout out to your crew.
She's a bipper. She's bipping.
Interesting. Interesting. A fellow captain in the midst. Now that's quite interesting.
Type shit.
Quite interesting.
Let's get it popping.
Facto. Starting off with the good old freak and his good old anime news.
It's it's a short one this week.
I got you.
I'm about to say that. I think go ahead, get my theme song going. Get the theme song going. It's your anime news.
We got like 7 different theme songs going on. I'm gonna need niggas to pick one.
7 different. We'll take it. All right, so for starters, you know what I'm saying, it's really a slow week when it comes to information. But just know for starters, you know what I'm saying, even though the episode happened already. Wait, did I just lose my track on my note?
Yep.
I sure did. Oh yeah. So the first thing is I even though the episode happened last Saturday, you know what I'm saying, the same director for the Luffy versus Lucci was the one that worked on the recent episode of One Piece with a certain someone entering. I'm saying it was quite the beautiful spectacle. Saying for my ReZero friends out there, Amelia's voice actor had a successful surgery, so she will be returning to the anime very soon.
Yes,
for us ReZero lovers, that's quite the welcome presence coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Great dear.
Let's go. That's awesome.
Indeed. I'm saying that surgery was super random fact. Even though we here in America be going crazy with the One Piece dub, how trash it is. Apparently, the One Piece dub is more watched than sub in every single country besides ours. Very interesting.
I guess we just don't like.
A late happy belated birthday to Sir Captain Monkey D. Luffy. You know what I'm saying? His birthday was 4 days ago specifically. You know what I'm saying?
Gone. Don't forget about Gone and Luffy share the same birthday. Gotta get Gone.
I'm hood. Talk to him.
What do we do?
And RIP. You know what I'm saying? It's the 4-year anniversary a couple days ago for the author of Berserk that passed away. You know what I'm saying? As always, RIP to one of the best of all time. You know what I'm saying?
On me.
Lastly, for the people who are just diehard lovers of this anime, My Dress Up Darling Season 2 has officially dropped a new trailer as of 7 hours ago. 10 hours ago.
I'm gonna watch that.
I think that's all that I care to share. There's a couple more things. That's all I care to share with y'all. Yeah, if it's more, you find out yourself. You go find out your own self.
I got video game news for y'all. Little.
Yeah, I got the internet.
And then we got, I don't know how many y'all played, Gex, the Gex trilogy, but it is soon to be coming back, for all merch and all crossing game platforms. And dealing with also anybody who has a Switch, there's a new agreement that allows Nintendo to brick your Switch following unauthorized use in a bid to prevent piracy among it. So keep the eye out on that. So
stop jailbreaking your damn Switch.
Yep. So be aware of that. And I got some, like I said, with free, got some birthdays and some deaths. Got to give up to the co-creator Ren and Stimpy, and the direct animator of Samurai Jack. His name is Jim Smith. Great guy for me, personal childhood. He did Ren and Stimpy, the Batman animated series, and Samurai Jack. So that is a very good animator. Part of my childhood that is kind of
that unhinged show, right?
Don't forget, hey, he did Batman. He did animated Batman too. So hey,
great TV though.
So
I get you. The range was crazy, but we ain't gonna talk. We ain't gonna act like Ren and Stimpy wasn't an unhinged show.
Oh, it was. I'm not acting like it was.
We also not gonna act like we not all anime fans in here. Right. Sanity is not our strong suit.
Celebrate a birthday in the wrestling world. Shout out to and happy birthday to the Empress of the Sky, Io Sky. Happy birthday, Io Sky today.
Oh, yeah.
And then my gaming news.
All right.
Cool. And next we got.
You want to roll into the icebreaker?
You got no choice. Icebreakers by Billy.
Yes, sir. So been on a little run with the Keep 2 Cut 5. First week we did anime from the 2010s. Last week we did video games from the 2010s. Now that we're back on an anime focus episode, I got some more anime for you.
Hey.
Keep 2 Cut 5 2000s anime edition. All right. So to start off the list, we got Fate Zero.
Talk to me not.
Then we got OG Naruto.
My fave.
Then we got Fooly Cooly, personal favorite of mine. Big Fooly Cooly guy. Then we got Death Note. Then we got Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I prefer original Full Metal Alchemist. That's just me though. I'm mega fan. Then we got Inuyasha. Shout out my dog.
Yeah.
And then to close it out, Code Geass.
That one's still on my list to watch. I haven't watched yet, boy. That's been on my list forever.
Wait, you still?
I haven't watched that either.
A great watch.
I gotta watch it.
I'm gonna just throw my.
I literally damn near know everything that happens at this point, but like I still want to watch it.
Don't they got like a bunch of spin-off series for like what happens after and stuff too?
Yes.
Now I ain't gonna lie. If Death Note, Fresh, I sent it to you. So I'm talking about. If Death Note had the ending that I sent to Fresh, that I saw on Instagram, that was a fan made ending, Death Note would be in that Keep 2 for me. If Death Note had that ending. That ending, that fan made ending I saw was so much dramatically better than the ending we got on TV. That was beautiful. I could go into details, but I do have it.
I'm gonna say my two. It's gonna be probably Naruto and Full Metal Alchemist, brother. Those are my two to set the tone out.
I would agree with that statement. Some of y'all got hard decisions. If y'all love Inuyasha,
I had to put that love to the side. Because I know everybody would not probably rock with that, and really know how much I love Inuyasha. But I just being real with this one, I have to.
It's a crazy list. Y'all just knocking Fate Zero off like it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
That's all. I'm thinking about it.
crazy list.
I got
Fate Zero on mine.
I got Fate and Naruto as mine. I grew up watching Naruto. That shit, I can't get.
Yeah, it gotta stay.
OG. I was watching that from the age of 5. I can't.
I mean, what's Shonen Jump without Naruto?
This is purely OG part 1. No Shippuden.
That's what.
That's what.
Yeah,
the best part.
Yeah.
Before all the crap happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes.
This was gonna be kind of hard. This is gonna be kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good choices on here. Like I don't think anybody's truly fully agreed on just one thing yet.
What you
Wait,
thinking?
no, we got Naruto on that list.
Yeah.
Has everybody said Naruto?
No.
We got 3 for Naruto.
Absolutely.
4 for Naruto.
4 for Naruto now. Okay, I see.
5 for Naruto. Drops going Naruto. Yep, Naruto's up there.
Majority picked Naruto, so we got Naruto staying.
All right, so what's the second one?
We got 2 for Fate, 2 for Full Metal, possibly 3 because Veli, 2 fan.
He said he like.
I'm purely. I love both. I'm just a super duper Full Metal fan, so I enjoy all the stuff that they cut out for Brotherhood. I love Full Metal in its entirety. It's my favorite shit all the time. But I'm completely impartial here. I'm just here for a tiebreaker vote if needed.
I got you. So, Fresh.
I was trying to get his thoughts. See what you looking like.
I ain't gonna like come back to me because I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
My goal was to put together a list to stump this nigga specifically.
You stumped him.
So Miriam, what you thinking on the second slot?
My second is gotta be Inuyasha, just because that was another one that I grew up with, and I love it so much. I didn't really watch most of what's on that list. I watched Full Metal though, but that was like later on in life. So I gotta go with my OGs: Naruto, Inuyasha.
Did you ever pretend to do a Windscar?
Huh?
Did you ever pretend to do a Windscar?
The what?
Windscar.
Did you ever pretend to do a Windscar?
A Windscar? What is that? Oh! That's from Inuyasha, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I never did.
I done hit a couple Iron Reaper Soul Stealers. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, hey, something like that. It's not your favorite anime as a kid unless you do the hand signs, you do the guess it got 10 show. You gotta do something, bro.
Right.
Damn.
I tried to gather E so many times in life.
Damn. Why you have to throw Fooly Cooly on that bitch? That's what's getting me.
I've never seen it. That's what's Fooly Cooly?
Oh, it's hard to explain. Kind of, sort of, not really. Essentially, you have a main character who gets into running with technically an alien girl in the sense, and then he starts getting like a robot thing that comes out of his forehead like randomly out of nowhere. It's very bizarre in the sense, but it does play some ties into, I guess, a young boy growing up.
Fully Cooley is like a cult classic, so I wouldn't be surprised if not too many people have been truly introduced to it.
I most definitely watch Fully Cooley. A good 2
It's
to 3
very
times.
big within the fandom. But
I only got into it because of Toonami. And literally the only reason. I never heard of it outside of Toonami ever. Literally only Toonami.
I've probably seen that name pop up on like the TV guide and was like, yeah, I'm not watching Cartoon Network at this time. Not throwing it on.
No,
I ain't gonna lie, Fully Cooley just came. My bad, what'd you say, Hero?
I said it is a Cartoon Network ass name. No disrespect to the show though.
No. But at a certain time, Toonami comes on, so a certain name, you're just like, this might be a weird show. I'm just not gonna watch it.
There was an hour I didn't watch Toonami every single night.
Yeah,
I talk about this on every single podcast, and the fact that I'm 31. Damn, 31 and.
Got that shit off before I did it.
It don't hurt if I say it myself. I'm about to start letting some nicknames fly. Ooh, okay, relax. But yeah, if I go back, that means ooh, yeah, that's some yeah. I might yeah.
Damn, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to go Full Metal.
Wow.
Big O ruined a certain time period for me because I talk about all the time. 17, 18 years later, I hate Big O so much, and Fully Cooley came out right before or right after, because Big O came on at 3:30 in the morning. I always remember it came on at 3:30, and I hated the show. So Fully Cooley just got thrown in the wrong lineup next to Big O, so I ain't even giving it.
Yeah, Full
Metal. I'm going Fate.
So we got three.
So we 3-3.
3-3. We have 3 for Fate, 1 for Inuyasha, 3 for Metal, and then now it comes down to Vel.
Between Full Metal and Fate, wait. Who voted what? Inuyasha? Who picked Inuyasha? Because it's gonna have to come down. It's gonna have to come down to them, bro. You asking me between Fate and my favorite anime of all time? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait about that.
Hold on, wait. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people.
Miriam picked Inuyasha.
I never voted.
Oh.
So I was like, who's 3 and 3?
Oh, you said Fate was on your save too earlier, so figured.
Yeah, I'll keep it. You're right. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
So Miriam, you change Inuyasha to anything?
I'm not keeping Inuyasha.
Well, hey, guess what? We not moving from
Metal.
that. So Billy,
We're keeping it.
Guess we keep it for Full Metal.
Full Metal goes through because
I respect you for that. I respect you for keeping it, bro. I respect that.
Bro, that's gangster. I respect it.
So it's Naruto and Full Metal.
We got Naruto
and Full Metal.
Hey,
damn, Fate. Come on, Fate, Zero, bro. Come on, bro.
Not one Fate made it through, and I'm kind of pissed.
I'm 2 for 2. I got last week. I got this week. Wow,
I could have swore Fate Zero was on me, but I ain't gonna lie. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is a hard one to beat. That's the number 1 rated anime of all time. That's just a hard one to beat.
I put together the 90s. I put together the 90s list while y'all was doing that. It don't get no easier from here. I promise.
I've been pretty easy so far.
It'll get no easier from here.
Must be nice to have a talent that's easy for us, right?
I'm so sorry.
Tragic. Oh, well, moving on.
More anime. Y'all understand the pain.
Wait a minute.
Moving on from the good old icebreaker shot to Billy. Oh, I got a nice couple of lineup of topics that we are going to get into. Let's start off with the first one due to slight controversy in terms of, I won't say controversy, slight things that I saw on the good old social media talking about fan service. Fan service, harmless fun or a serious problem? Anybody want to go first? Not all one.
I'd say it depends. It depends, honestly, because like there's some anime where like it's an adult. You know what I'm saying? It's an adult. But then there's some anime where there's a 14-year-old girl with her titties popping out of her shirt, and it's just like you didn't need to draw this. You didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't.
I feel like it's some anime that just throws it in your face too much, and it gets overwhelming.
Looking at you, Fire Force.
Indeed.
That most recent fight they had with her, the cat girl, fire girl, whatever.
Yeah.
The entire way she got out of that fight was because her clothes fell off, and she was like, "Oh, that's now everybody on the squad just dropped their pants. What are we doing?"
Well, I mean, that's part of the story, though. I feel like that's different than like.
Not really. When you make her, they gave her this trope of she trips and now all of a sudden her clothes fall off.
Right.
And then that's the way she's able to actually survive a fight. Is because her clothes fall off.
I actually like that comedic relief though between her and like don't know exactly which episode you're talking about, but I know her and Assault have this sort of like trope going wherever he's clearly strong enough to defeat her, but because of her like goofiness or the fact that she is able to undress herself accidentally, he always loses. I actually like that comedic relief that it offers. I wouldn't call it like excessive. Like there's some shows where it is like
High School DxD.
The only reason I don't feel Fire Force is that excessive just because it's majority of everything happening to one person as it crossed to like a thing happening across every female cast character, like a lot of anime does. So I feel like Fire Force, does have a bit, but it's mostly focused on one, sometimes two people, instead of being like really spread across the whole cast. So I feel like it's bad, but it's not excessively bad to me.
Yeah, I think.
Now the only thing, bad. Go ahead.
No, you can go. I interrupted your thought.
I was like only going off Mal point. Like I feel the same exact way. They definitely like when they have the young teens and teenagers in general all in there. I think that's quite weird behavior. I do like play devil's advocate for a slight part, even though it's a weird devil's advocate. I don't really like how it sounds, but like that is a lot of those are targeted for a younger audience in the first place. I think that more so problem with me is the grown ass animators doing like the 40s. I feel like that's more the weird part, and the people who specifically go into anime for the fan service of I feel like those are more so the problem in those cases than it just happened to that person, because it is a lot of those are for like 13 to 12 to like 17.
That's where I was gonna go next. Was it's not like it's a 17-year-old drawing this manga. It's a 30, almost pushing 30, 40-year-old man who sometimes nobody asked for this manga. Nobody said it's a brand new mangaka. Just came out with a new manga. He's got some 15-year-old girl with her tits popping.
Yeah.
No one asked for this. You could have drawn something else entirely.
You know, I have to agree with that. I don't really like seeing that in shows. I always attribute that to like maybe there's some sort of like cultural difference.
That's also another thing. There's a huge.
I just let that go, and I just don't watch those. Or I try to omit that part of the show.
There you go, blah. That was the back part of what I was gonna say. That was like, don't get me wrong, like most people know, I love me some fan service in anime. I love it. I love certain anime and I love certain fan service in certain anime. I feel like a lot of times it adds such a good comedic relief to it, or such a good feel to it. Me personally, I love it a lot of times. It's great, harmless fun to me. But I'm saying at the same time, there's a lot of those. If it's going too crazy, I mean, of course, you can just choose not to watch it. That's all right. You can easily just not watch it. It can easily just not exist to you.
I would agree with that statement. But I feel like for me, it really comes down to how good the show is behind that. The fan service, I love having that in my shows. But if the show doesn't have like substance behind the fan service, then I still don't end up watching the show. Or if it's something weird that happens, I think there was this one show on Crunchyroll where it's like, the normal high school setting, and like this girl ends up blackmailing this guy into carrying her underwear around.
Oh, I started watching that too.
See, but I couldn't watch it after how she got him in there, bro. I had to just turn it off, because it's certain things that I'm just, if it's stuff like that, or if it's the show itself is just, how characters just be like standing around, but all of a sudden they moving, their fan service is moving, but they just doing normal activities.
Talking.
Yeah. Like your diaphragm, your lungs they ain't working that hard, fam.
Just a little bit to that point. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's one of the two situations where I like it the most. If it's nothing really going on and we're just wasting time and we're just like yapping, I don't mind the fan service being thrown in those random moments, because I feel like I'm not missing anything for it, so I don't mind at those random moments like that. Me personally.
Yeah, I got you. I feel like we should figure out what's a show where the fan service is good.
Oh, Oh, well, I don't know shows off the top of my head back in the age, but to kind of state the point, I think it varies upon the show. To be honest, as well as the situation to where fan service is included. Hear me out, because you can't if we're like in a serious moment. A lot of us do play D&D and whatnot. It's not like mid death. If we take Naruto for example, let's say the Orochimaru versus Third Hokage fight. Ooh, you know that's a serious moment. People are locked in. But if it's just a random fan service scene that just miraculously popped up midway through the fight, it's like, was this really necessary? Was this needed? It's kind of like it kind of varies upon situation from situation. That's why I use Fire Forces for example, because yes, what they were doing was a serious situation of life or death, but then you have this one character who every other time that she's shown some fan service scenes going on. It's like it's not needed for right now. Maybe for more like comedy relief or kind of just like a calm the moment kind of break immersion real quick type of moment. Cool. A lot of us watch One Piece and whatnot. There are moments where One Piece that may use fan service to more so break the audience away from really being locked in of a serious situation, may calm the mood, whatever the case may be. But when a fight goes off, like let's say Kaido versus Luffy, if a fan service moment happened with Yamato, trust me, I don't think it would that whole fight scene, or I won't say the whole fight scene, but at least that moment to where she was there, everybody would have took that whole moment seriously as they did. So I kind of it's a give or take. It depends on the scenario. It depends on the scene to where you can include it. Also, as people who seemingly are grown, if you're actively just watching something for fan service, seek help because you're weird. Relax. Go outside. But if on me, but if you're just watching anime, fan service shows up, you don't really care about it, cool. But if that's all you're looking for in the anime, like that's all you're hoping for in the anime, that's kind of a problem within itself.
Yeah. People gonna watch it for whatever reason they watch it. I would say that this kind of goes against a little bit what you said, but I like it when like the show make like those antics into like actual, like when those antics have plot points. Like for instance, Naruto always had his sexy jutsu. That was fucking hilarious, and that was a part of like the story and like the character of Naruto, and it kind of shows like how he used to do that when he was a kid, and I think Konohamaru ended up doing that later in the show, and like I love that aspect of it, and I love this. I love those comedic breaks, and I think that they can be important because they do throw off the tempo the same way a lot of times in the show the protagonist or whoever's fighting that is trying to throw off the tempo of the attacker. I think in My Hero Academia, there's a moment where Lemillion was trying to stop Shigaraki, and the only thing he could think of was doing some goofy shit, and that was a major plot point. It was goofy. It was a serious fight, but that's what he had to do to stop him. Like I think there's moments where I love those moments where the character has to think of something to just throw off the villain, even if it is that fan service or that goofiness. I think that's really cool.
All right, let me go off first right quick then. All right, Fresh. Okay, I get what you're saying. I do like that's the same point I made. If you are going for anime specifically for fan service, that's weird. Or if you're a grown-ass man that's going for anime that's a younger based anime with a lot of fans, if you're going specifically into that for that, so you're extremely weird. Now let's say this. In my case, I'm somebody that watches like 5 to 6 anime all at once. I like to have multiple different anime going. I do a lot of times like being one of those anime to be more fan service funny like. I like out of all anime, I like one of the 5 to 6 to be like a funny, more fan service. Is that still weird in that same aspect? Somebody who goes specifically look for fan service anime.
No, because what I mean by looking for strictly just like fan service, like your actively going through an anime, not really paying attention to the points that the anime is coming across, such as if we go off of things like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is heavy on the whole power of friendship thing. But if you're strictly only watching it for the ladies and the fan service that they can provide in the anime, but you can't tell me nothing else other than, oh, at this episode or at this point I saw X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third, I fully find that to be a problem, because you're not really watching the show to watch the show, to give the show a chance, or reading it. You're strictly watching it to see if you can see something from this character or that character, or see if the creator has these form of scenes in it. Such as, let's take for example, because granted, probably aging myself, the Rule 34, to where, you know, a character who may be normal as hell, and then, you know, people on the internet make it a very erotic type of thing. If you're looking at characters who, yes, they may come across as you know, very erotic in a sense, but if you like, let's say if they have a deep dark backstory, most of us could bring up characters who have like horrible backstories and whatnot. But if I ask you, oh, you know, did you get to the scene about this, that, and the third about their backstory? Like, you know, they're a really intriguing character, and you hit me with the, oh, nah, I was only interested in seeing her like in a bikini. The fuck is you watching the show for?
That's so crazy.
Like, what you saying there, like, wasting your time just waiting to see some 2D titties? Like, what are we talking about here?
Well, you got a point. I feel like I definitely see where you're coming from, and I would say that you're right. But I don't think the problem is, I don't think the problem, somebody watching a show for whatever reasons, if that is for the Rule 34 reasons that you described, I don't really care why they're watching a show. I kind of know why I'm watching a show, and I feel like the problem that comes from that is that some shows think that they can get carried by the fan service.
Also true.
And that's the problem here. Like, I love the fan service, but the fan service can't carry a bad show. Like, it's still bad. You can see this in video games, where there's some video games that like blow up because of all the fan service that they get, and then they die off immediately because there's no substance or quality to the game. So for me, as long as the show itself is good and has quality, I'm okay with whatever amount of fan service there is. Would I like it to be more than none? Sure, I would still watch it though if there was none. Like, there's a bunch of shows that I watch with no fan service whatsoever, but because they're good shows, I'd still watch it. But there's not any show that I watch because of the fan service that wasn't a good show. If I did, I started it and I was like, and I left. I went to the store to get it.
I guess my final point for it, before I ask Miriam her take on it, because I know she's probably been patiently waiting, is if we take a show like Konosuba, for example, that is more comedy with fan service included versus it just being strictly fan service. Like, you can enjoy Konosuba for what it is. Like, it's supposed to be a funny type of anime. Yes, fan service is in it, but that's not its primary focus. It happens. Like, it's obvious when it happens, but it's usually settled into a comedy-based aspect of, okay, I can get a laugh off or two. Like, okay, this, you know, it fit the situation. It wasn't just like a random moment of, oh my gosh, we're in the middle of this, titties in my face.
Yeah, I think
vampire.
Right.
Yeah, something like that works better, especially in Konosuba, with the way they've set up the characters too. The characters themselves also help out with not making it absolutely weird or excessive or crazy. You know, the characters themselves, their personalities. Darkness is a weird person. So when something weird happens, it's like, oh, it's darkness.
Yeah, hers is based off of fan service. So like we just, I mean, you just talked it up to like her. That's just her character. That was like meant to do. But they did it in a way that like I like it fits in with how dysfunctional and trash his party is. Having one of them would be like the way they wove that fan service in there. I don't mind that. Like I don't mind that. Like her being a hardcore masochist. I don't mind. That's their way of interweaving more fan service into the show by having that being part of her personality with this dysfunctional group that all has something wrong with them. I don't mind what it's put in right there, and it actually adds quite a bit of random comedy aspect throughout the whole show. So like I don't mind situations with that at all. Not at all.
Hello, can I be heard now?
Kind of.
No.
Somewhat.
Oh, never mind.
No, good.
He got bagged up.
Miriam, as a woman who is heavy into the anime community as well as watches anime herself, how do you feel about fan service?
So honestly, guys, I could care less if it was in an anime. I feel like I would rather prefer it's not. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love comedic relief and like when there's funny moments in anime, but I just feel like it can be funny without titties hanging out or like her panties are showing or like something like that. I like how Blah brought up like in Naruto, like the sexy jutsu, like it was just so innocent, when we were watching it, like at least things were covered up with the clouds and everything, you know what I mean? But like I just feel like when it's like overly excessive, like Maki, how she's like she falls and her clothes come off, like I'm just like that's so random. Like her thing could have been like she trips all the time. It didn't have to be like her clothes fell off. Like I just feel like that's so random. So like as a woman, I feel like we like seeing that is like too much, especially like you guys were talking about how it's old ass men creating this, and it could be for teenagers, us watching it as teenagers, but like even as teenagers, like should they even be seeing stuff like that? You know what I mean? So like I could do without it. I think if anything, like what I was talking about, when it's like just very like innocently put in there, like the sexy jutsu, it's fine. Like it's funny, but I could do without it, honestly. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I agree.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you, because me and Shay, we watch shows a lot, and she has a different perspective than you do too, which is it's kind of interesting how you guys both can like. I mean, we're all guys, so like we kind of, at least me, we share some very similar opinions. But it's interesting to see how
we is a big ass word. We is a big ass 2 letters, sir. 2 letters, big as shit.
But hey, sometimes she be watching like more fan service heavy animes than I do. Not even sometimes. Most of the time, she watches more fan service heavy anime. She so it's interesting to see like that different, like that difference. I think that's really funny.
Because I mean, like, what if the roles were reversed in fan service? Like, what if the guys, like, y'all see the guys' things out all the time? Would y'all like fan service if it was like
There's some anime that are like that. There's some anime that
oh my god, I haven't seen any like that.
Yeah, but would you watch it? Because there
so there's like so in like reverse harem animes where it's the one girl and all the guys are in love with the one girl. A lot of that happens. And 2 of my favorite anime have that happen a lot: Fruits Basket and Orange High School Host Club.
Oh yeah,
I love both of those anime to death, but I mean, it happens a lot.
And JoJo,
I just don't like.
but
I just don't like when it takes away from the anime, like, or like when something serious is happening and then the camera pans off to the side because there's some titties over there, like that.
Yeah.
or when
like,
or
when
when
it's
fan
like
service
that, it's just not needed.
When fan service defines a character, like the girl from Fire Force, like her whole character is just her clothes fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I can agree with. The other thing I like to say is there's I feel like there is some fan service but it's different because I'm never gonna forget this. We were watching fucking Solo Leveling. You know that scene where Jinwoo tries to sneak into the mine, or he tries to sneak into the dungeon by pretending to be a miner. I was watching that with my girlfriend and her friend Monroe, and they replayed that scene of his back when he was mining the rocks for like a good 3 or 4 times. Like that was their fan service. It's not titties, but there is fan service for girls in shows, whether
There's
that's
a lot.
shows.
There's a whole lot.
It's mostly usually girl fan service is like
it's easier. It's easier to connect on the fan service level with girls because they like muscles and shit. You can zoom in on some muscles without making it weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Most of the technical fan service for girls would be like, it's usually always a very well put together physique for a guy. That's usually like the length of fan service in a girl's sense.
Yeah, and then there's also
I remember in Bleach when Aizen slicked his damn hair back. They played that shit 5 times. They played it at the start of the next 10 episodes after it happened. That was fan service.
You gonna see this?
But you can easily see like it's definitely way different. Like it's definitely a lot more very very heavily accentuated when it's on women than it's for men. So like it's a lot more overbearing being a woman seeing all the women.
They feel like they gotta try. They feel like they gotta try harder to capture a male's attention.
See, and with Jinwoo, it's like Jinwoo's a grown ass man. So yes, we can simp over him, but like 14-year-old Becky in high school.
Too. Yeah, I'd be like, bro, these motherfuckers in high school. Like, what's that one anime that everybody like? Darling in the Franxx. I will never watch that shit ever in my life.
I think I tried to watch it. I couldn't get it.
I had a friend recommend me that.
I saw a clip of it. I saw a clip of it, bro. I know this is not what was happening, but in my eyes, they was fucking. They got in a robot and they was fucking, and I'm cool off that.
Oh no! That's because the way that robot works is there's two pilots. One's a female, one's a male, and that male gets in the seat directly above.
Okay.
She don't look good.
They in there fucking. They gotta fuck to make the robot move.
Yeah, that shit did that.
I saw that clip. Mind you, I was 15 years old when I saw that clip, and me at 15 was like, bro, never. I'm like, why are they fucking? What?
Tragic.
That's funny.
Yeah, that shit.
Cool.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Any other takes on this topic, or are we good to move on?
One more question, right?
Answer.
So, like, is it possible? I think we already kind of touched on it, but I think that we were saying that there is fan service for girls in shows. I feel like we just kind of overlook it as just being normal.
It's a lot more subtle. It's a lot more subtle. That's why.
It's not as eccentric and pushed like it is for men because they feel like it's harder to capture a man's attention.
Literally
series just female.
It's literally just a guy. Like let me tell you, it's literally just put the
Baki series. The Baki series is male fan service too. They play on how much men love combat sports. There's no story to Baki. It's just
the story
sweaty
really
men hitting each other very hard.
The story
that strikes a chord for some men.
The story is a son trying to reach his father's strength. That is literally it. It's
fan service ain't always sexual. Luffy, Kid, and Law beating the shit out of the ship for 6 episodes is fan service.
Everybody.
It ain't always sexual.
They played on it. Posted to YouTube for a week straight.
That's fan
Twitter.
service.
Tragic.
Twitter, YouTube, they're just
They
all over
was
that.
tossing, throwing, breaking the damn boats.
I mean, the animator also did spend $1 million.
Fan service is just like a plea for attention. It's not always sexual. There's different ways to do it. It's just like a big plea for attention. And that damn ship getting. I feel bad for the ship now. The ship shouldn't be. The ship shouldn't have got touched the way it got touched. I feel bad for the ship.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh, and the last thing is that part of certain genres of anime. So like, I ain't gonna rat out the person who it is, But a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, likes to watch the like yaoi animes. Have y'all heard of those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are
It's
fan
like
service. Those are like
yeah,
the fan service is deeply rooted in those. But they wear that on their sleeve though. They're proud of it.
yeah. So like, yaoi, if you don't know, it's like
That
a
stuff,
two boys.
etchy stuff.
Yeah, it's like the boy version of like what goes on. Like I don't know how to describe it.
I
'Cause
watched I watched
Yeah.
I watched an anime called Yuri on Ice. That is like it's extreme boy love, fan service out the ass. But if you can look past the way the tights fit on these young men, it's an amazing story. Like I almost cried. The shit was beautiful.
I feel like we could say that. I feel like you could say that about so many anime though. But we focus on the parts you said don't focus on. We focus on the BS and not look at how good a story can be because there's a lot of fan service.
Exactly.
I feel like it can be the same thing.
There is a lot,
but yeah,
if
there
you
is
can
a
see past
specific
it.
there is a specific genre for I mean there's a specific genre for fan service. It's ecchi. Like anytime you see ecchi next to it in an anime, there's gonna be heavy fan service in it. That's physically what that means.
Yeah.
So maybe we're just a little tired of the ecchi genre. We're falling short on the other aspects of what it takes to be a good anime.
Sometimes it's not always bad. Sometimes it's sometimes like I say, sometimes it's a good story. Sometimes
I ain't gonna get to naming. I ain't gonna get to naming, but I know a few that's like heavy fan service that you can literally watch for the story.
There was one that came out where the dude was like fighting demons and he had a demon weapon and he had to kiss it to get the weapon out of it. That was freaky as hell, but that shit was fire. I was locked in.
Tragic. I'm moving on. I'm moving on.
That's crazy.
Before I feel like this becomes a rabbit hole that we ain't getting ourselves out of. No, but any last statements on this topic? Or are we good?
Go watch Yuri on Ice. If you haven't seen Yuri on Ice, watch Yuri on Ice. Also watch Banana Fish. A lot of boy love, but if you can get past it, it's amazing.
Oh.
Banana Fish is a good story. Is a good anime.
That's on my list.
I watched a piece of it.
A great watch.
But the next topic I got is the death of the villain. Or anime antagonist too sympathetic?
I feel like that is the problem within itself right there is that they're antagonists. It's not too many series that got true villains anymore. Most of these series just have antagonists.
Explain.
But I also so I would consider like a true villain to be someone more like devout of emotion. Griffith, Eisen, people like that who there's no real compassion there. You feel me?
About human life.
Where the antagonist like has a solid motive, but they just go about it the wrong way. Like I can understand what Shigaraki is fighting for. It's just the way he's going about it is terrible.
Yeah.
But that creates redeeming qualities for the characters and it makes them more relatable. And I feel like that's why they're going the route they're going with more antagonists versus villains. Because I feel no attachment to Griffith. I hate Griffith. But Shigaraki is one of my favorite characters in anime. Period.
I feel exactly what you mean on that. Like kind of person, like I always say, Miriam is one of his top 2 best antagonists of all time, and I feel like even though he was swayed by the efforts and the perseverance of humans, his plan stayed the same. It just what he was gonna do. I don't know how he was gonna benefit everyone else changed with how he respected humans afterwards and his view on. I feel like his plan was still gonna happen. He was still gonna take over, and humans are still gonna be under them and such. They're still gonna buy farms and stuff for humans. But as he just realized more, he was just gonna go about it to where it's still beneficial for y'all too. But my plan is still gonna happen. I feel like me personally, that's a perfect middle ground of changing your villain and antagonist without taking away from their plan and plot.
I prefer antagonists over villains. I prefer someone that I can see the light at the end of the tunnel with you. I don't like the way we getting through the motherfucking tunnel. We slow down a little bit. You pushing 90 in this motherfucker. I don't know what's on the other side of the tunnel, but I see it though.
Okay, so
versus where it's just like evil for the sake of being evil. I'm just gonna kill everything.
So let me give my fault.
And I was just gonna say, I just see that's a problem. I think that's more so a problem in shonen, more than anything, is their antagonists are too sympathetic.
Okay, well, good thing. So let me state an example. So take someone like Nagato from Naruto Shippuden. His main objective was, the world shall know pain. If everybody has experienced the same type of level of pain, everybody should be at least united in some shape, way, or form. If he is the most central focus villain that people need to go after, a lot of wars would stop, a lot of people would stop dying, this, that, and the third. Now, towards the end of that arc, Naruto spoke to him about, Jiraiya never thought of, didn't write a book about me as being this uplifting guy and all this other stuff. He made the story about you, which then, Nagato, his heartstrings were pulled on. And he said, you know what? I was a fucked up individual. I did some fucked up shit that I didn't need to. To make amends for what I did, let me revive everybody that I just killed like 30 minutes ago. Is right. that the point to where we feel like an antagonist is becoming too sympathetic? Because, mind you, Nagato for years had this ideological this idea of, this is what I want to do, this is how I'm going to conquer it, over the shit that I have dealt with, over seeing people who I grew up with, die in front of me, having my best friend die by my hands, something that I gotta constantly live with each and every single day. To the point that technically he in a wheelchair, if you want to call it spade a spade. He paralyzed himself over the course of it. To then he talked to this one guy who he just shares the same teacher with. And because he said that this story that Jiraiya has been working on for years of his life was all about you, that was the main thing that made him turn a new leaf.
Seeing a different perspective.
But even still, if we talk about villains like Johan, for all those who have watched Monster or who have read Monster, he grew up in a very fucked up situation. That as his life spiraled on, he was very fucked up, to the point to where, yes, he has done some heinous acts, some heinous crimes and whatnot, even to the point to where when he got older, he still was doing heinous acts and heinous crimes, but his motive never changed. He understood that the reason why he did things was, if people want to move in a negative light or in a negative way, I can handle it the best way that I can. Yes, there was collateral damage in it, but mind you, he never went after the main character in the sense of trying to kill the main character. His main target was his sister, for reasons I'm not gonna get into, for all those who want to watch it. But there was a reason why he was going after his sister, because of the shit that happened to him when he was younger. But other than that, his motives were never, let me just fuck up the whole world, but the main character is his doctor, let me turn a new leaf because he saved my life. It was kind of like, hey, guess what? I can kind of see the type of person you are. You're willing to save a child from dying versus, hey, this guy who might have scraped his knee and hurt himself, but because he's a political figure, you said fuck me, like I'm not on my deathbed, and went to go tend to him. You saved me instead. Cool.
I feel like Johan is like the perfect middle ground, because when you look at what he did, nothing he did was truly wrong, but the way he went about doing it was terrible. And when you learn about like his past and all that, it creates that sympathy. But at the same time, some of the stuff he does is like too heinous for you to truly connect all the way to him. I feel like that's a good middle ground between a villain and an antagonist, because I'm locked in and I understand why you do what you do, but I can't agree with what you're doing to any extent. you're a horrible person, but I can see why you're a horrible person. You feel me?
Right.
Facts.
Facts. I would say Johan is definitely, and even though I haven't even seen Monster, I've only seen like the first 12 to 15 episodes. And just from all I've heard over the years, he's in my top 3 of best villain antagonist. Just from what I've heard, and I haven't seen everything. Like I know for sure he's up there. Same way I think I play him, Miriam, and maybe. Oh, I have to show him. I don't really like saying it. Maybe we put Martyr up there too. Maybe we put Martyr up there too.
Understandable. Miriam, how do you feel about the topic at hand?
Honestly, I feel like Pain was such a good example. Naruto in general, like, would always have us sympathizing over these villains because they would give us the backstory, and you'd be like, you know, maybe he should have done what the fuck he did, because, you know, like, his life was hard. So, like, I feel like whatever the writer is trying to show us, because us as human beings, we connect with that darkness because, you know, people be out here sinning, you know what I mean? So, and then people end up having freaking pain as their profile picture. Why? Because they connect with darkness like that. So I feel like it's like just villains in general, and why people do sympathize with them is because of like we were talking about, like how they connect with that themselves. But, you know, somebody like Pitel from Hunter x Hunter, like, someone like her, I'm gonna hate forever. You know what I mean? But, like, this fuck Pitel for life for me. But, like, people in Naruto, like, you see that and you connect with that. And I feel like that's why the writers create villains like that, so you can understand that, and, you know, you could probably see a light from them. So
That goes back to what Freak said about that being a big problem in shonen. I feel like in shonen they want to have like the happiest ending possible, and for that to happen they have to create that dichotomy in their villains. Like they want stuff to be dark but not irredeemable.
That is targeted for 12 to 19-year-olds. That's why. Why.
The goon is not irredeemable.
You don't see stuff like that mostly in seinen anime like Monster, and that's why, because it's mostly for an older audience that can understand more of the psychological themes and stuff that's going along with
it. I guess that's why I like. Granted, manga reader. The series Jogon, because the main antagonist there, he wasn't someone who. How do I want to put this? He wasn't someone whose ideas would change off the simple fact because the hero was there. Because his whole thing was pretty much assimilating everybody. He wanted the world to be united as one. It just so happens that for that to happen, they essentially have to be him. I.e., kind of like for all those who probably watched The Matrix, Agent Smith. When he came back in the second movie and he was able to turn others as well as other agents into him, in the sense it was his version of unification. It was, we live a world of everybody has different emotions towards everybody. Everybody hates everybody or has these negative feelings towards people. Why can't we all just be happy and live in a happy image? And who's the best candidate for me? Me. So if I make everybody me, in this sense, I mean, I don't feel resentment towards myself. I don't hate myself. I think I'm a pretty cool guy. Of course, his actions might not have always been the best, and how he went about it may not have a lot of people agreeing with him. But overall, I mean, he was an antagonist, but he was ideal to what he was. Even if we take things like, oh man, he was kind of doing too much and this, that, and the third. I mean, you hate him, you love him. His goal was still the same. How he went about it was still the same. Nothing really changed to where it's just like, oh, he was a wasted character, if that makes sense.
I like villains who would rather die with their ideals than live in a world that's not fit to what they envision.
I understand.
Those are like the best. Those are like the best villains to me.
That's factual.
I was gonna say Dio Brando.
So like,
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Yeah, he
one of the
under the what?
one of the best villains. And as much as motherfuckers want to whatever they say about JoJo's, Dio is an amazing villain.
Bro, he made the starter line, the finish line. Yeah, he
S
tries
tier
his
hater.
best. Bro, the number one hater of all. He tries his best to one up JoJo, and he seems like he can never try to. But once that switch changed where he turned into a vampire, he didn't want the manor no more. He just wanted the strictly for the JoJo, like all the family of the Joestars.
He killed that nigga dog. Like he just.
Hey,
But
that was true dude.
another really good example of that type of villain is Makoto Shishio from Rurouni Kenshin. Where like Kenshin tried so hard to talk him down into humanity again, and he would rather die a million times over believing what he believes in. Those are the best type of villains to me.
Nah, fuck all that. I'm still gonna get my shit off, nigga.
He literally burned himself to death before he wasn't trying to hear none of that. He said, "Oh, that's you just so this what you believe in? I'm gonna just set this whole shit on fire. See who leave last."
Pussy. You want to be all
Real
kind
shit.
and shit. Man, fuck all that. We killed niggas around here, cuz.
Hey, this probably leading off, but I just want to say, how do you hire a baby with a stand? You know, like I don't understand it. But
Hey, Dr. Dive, man, Dark World,
It's
man.
Dio Brando, bro. You don't question the way he hate. You just watch it.
He finds a solution. He gives you the solution, bro. Like he said, hate this way. All right, bet I got you.
Saying one more thing along this line, like to go really along the line what I said about mostly being in shonen, how that's a problem mostly in shonen than any other. Because of course I was saying seinen anime, that's a problem that's you almost never see. You almost never see that really, really good come over to this side or really like embracing moment for the antagonist or a quote unquote villain. You never really see that in like seinen and even sometimes certain dark fantasy anime, you don't even really see that. Like I like sticking to the conviction without feeling like everything they done was pointless. I feel like if you did all of this and created all this ruckus just to backtrack completely, I feel like personally that kind of takes away from the moment. Me personally, and that's kind of I still think Pain is one of my favorite villains of all time, but I think Nagato, not Pain, but I think Nagato in itself takes away from a lot of what Pain did. Me personally.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't see that problem in any. I don't really see it in almost any other genre besides shonen. Often.
Yeah,
makes sense to me.
My favorite
Hilariously, the only shonens I can think of where that problem isn't as present are written by the same person, Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho.
I can't bring it up.
Shout out to Hunter x Hunter for Miriam. I'm gonna talk about Miriam every I'm gonna talk about him every podcast I can. That is a for somebody that has such a limited number of episodes. That is how you get a character portrayed out. That's a rollout right there. That's perfect. Even
that man Hisoka is to this day just being a villain for the sake of being a villain. I love it.
I'm evil.
He just knows his existence causes mayhem, and it brings joy to him.
he causes mayhem and he likes fighting strong people. It's a very simple means for him, and he's very happy with it. He never questioned him. I'm very happy with my existence right now.
This motherfucker, I ain't gonna spoil it, but basically the conversation when so Buddy found him, he was like, they looking for you, right? He said, they looking for me? How many?
You know,
You said, fuck that.
I think
I'll fight the
I think
group
to go
and them.
further into this, I think Frieza would be good too because he always has it set in mind that he wants to beat like Goku, and he wants to like get all the Saiyans out of here. And
That's
to do
another one
that,
where the villains don't really turn back on their beliefs. Is Dragon Ball,
yep.
or at least Dragon Ball.
That's true
I
for the
mean,
most part. That's true for the most
yeah,
part.
I mean, Frieza's whole thing is like it's from a story that his family was told. They kind of did mess with it a bit in Super when they made it where Beerus told him to destroy Planet Vegeta instead of it being Frieza was just kind of done with them.
Yeah.
He didn't need them anymore, and he wasn't dealing with that prophecy of Super Saiyan.
I'm glad that they didn't kill Frieza in Super. When they had him join as part, like when they had him join as part of them, I was like, oh god, they're about to do it. They're about to ruin his evil nature right here. And I like, even though I don't like he was part of the team, I do like that they kept majority true to himself.
Yeah, he was not helping them that much.
And in the situation he was in, I completely understand why he joined.
Yeah,
we win or we get erased.
Our planet about to be destroyed.
Being erased doesn't sound good to me. I can't sell these planets when I'm erased. I can't do that.
That's messing my money up.
Frieza's whole deal was, if he's gonna help, he wants to come back to life. Like if he's gonna help you save the universe, he wants to be able to live in it and terrorize this universe. This is who Frieza is.
I'm saying the route that I thought they were about to go, I was about to say, damn, bro, I'd rather y'all.
Hey,
y'all rather go power up Cell and bring him up to the tournament than touch Frieza. I was like, but they did good.
I feel you when they did that little combo punch of Frieza at 100% and Goku at a Super Saiyan.
I thought he was done.
I think in the moment that was like a great like full circle, but if it would have went any further, it would have ruined Frieza's character.
Yeah,
I think right there that works. I think right there works because it's these two people who. I mean, Dragon Ball was huge, but when you think about Dragon Ball, you think about Goku and Frieza, Super Saiyan, first time. To have those two big characters who were entirely two opposite sides of the coin work together, right there. Perfect.
And that's why when Jiren said, "Oh yeah, they're using the power of trust, not anything else," because like Goku full-heartedly trusted Frieza in that whole tournament. He didn't doubt him not once.
I feel like in that moment Goku's trust was more in Frieza not wanting the universe to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frieza wanting to come back to life, so he'll do what he can instead of trusting Frieza himself.
I feel like Goku's just an idiot, and he.
Yeah. Here's the thing: Super made him an absolute idiot. He wasn't an absolute dumbass before Super.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, he did. He did his thing as a kid.
He did have his moments. He had a lot of moments. But get the Super, and all of a sudden, that man probably can't even count the 3.
That makes sense though, bro. It makes sense.
CTE, that shit.
He fell off a cliff.
Hey, bro got his driver's license.
Can't argue with that one.
Pre-Super, he was able to get his driver's like post-Super. That man
drives a tractor. You're just kind of more intrigued than a car. I mean, he got something on his back.
I wouldn't say that.
The man drives a tractor.
Miriam. So I know you said you had to go at 6. So I know.
No, I'm still going time.
Oh, okay, cool. So we can continue
Yeah,
on. Does anybody else have anything in regards to this topic?
Nope. I think it was a good villain.
Did you truly get your shit off?
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing else really I could say about the matter.
All right, make sure. I'm saying.
Cool. Last topic for the night. We got waifus, husbandos, and the psychology of attachment. To kind of break it down a bit, for those who may be questioning, generally, what I am referring to is those who take the aspect of having someone like a waifu or a husbando, depending on what you like. No judgment zone over here. Never went to law school, and kind of making it seem like these 2D to 3D characters are existing characters in real life, i.e., to kind of give an example, I believe it's the creator of Rent a Girlfriend, or the one that you had stated, free the cosplaying one. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, there we go. One of those two creators. Don't quote me on that. They became so infatuated with the female character so much that they deliberately stop the main character from getting, or the main male character from getting with them. So they view that female character as that they're an existing person. Like they have these conversations with them like in real life. Like if any of us might have been with have a significant other and or talk to somebody, like spending time with them, wishing them, hey, good morning, hope you're having a nice day, stuff like this, blah 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 blah. Having that form of attachment, to them, maybe because growing up it wasn't easy for them to find people in real life. A lot of videos of cons, we all have seen at least a few of those type of people who I'm here with my wife, and it'd be like a whole full body pillow of their favorite anime character or whatnot, and they'll treat it like that is their girlfriend, or they'll treat it like that's their significant other. Like they talk to them every day, they take selfies and pictures of them every day, they go on dates and stuff like that. To give another example, it's
Yeah,
the it's
let's lock in on that for a second, real quick. Let's lock in on that for a second, real quick. That people is mental illness. It is okay to be mentally ill, but understand that that is a mental illness. Please figure out how to cope with that. I'm not gonna send you to get help. Not everybody feels like they need help. I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing. I feel like you should live your life how you want to live your life, and when you die, you die, and that's your life. As long as it's the path that you set out for yourself, I don't care where it takes you. But identify the fact that if you are that attached to an inanimate object or a character that doesn't exist or something, that is a mental illness. That's all I'm going
to. I get that. I get that. Before we go into the rest of like the actual like the rest of this for my second point, the first thing I add to this is like that is kind of crazy. As somebody that goes to a lot of 18 plus cons, I see that more there than any other con. That happens at those cons more than any other con. I promise you. That happens there more than any. I can stress that, boy.
The one time the nigga Mike don't want to get snatched.
It's funny because he tried to make that joke earlier and it didn't work and he got quiet. He was waiting for another chance to use it. I caught it earlier. They tried to and he got cut off. He was waiting for another point.
You spoke a little louder than
you tried. You tried.
This time, I just had to slip that one in there.
I just had to let you know that was a joke he tried twice. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy to try to say a joke twice. I just want to let you know.
It still worked though.
I think that's crazy.
It still worked.
He was committed.
Yeah,
committed.
But
D1.
Yeah, that happened at those cons more than anything. And I was like, if you have a body pillow at home, this is a character like you're like, man, I like if you have a body, if you cuddle with that body pillow at home, that's fine. Once you leave your home and bring that outside into the outside, once you go publicly as like this is my person, you have officially went into that realm of, oh God, I don't think they're doing okay. I don't think they're doing okay. I don't think they're doing okay. Like something's going on. Somebody talk to them. Somebody talk to them. Somebody talk to them. I think they just need to talk to somebody. That's all. I need to talk to somebody.
I think there was like a girl in Japan, because in Japan you can get married to like objects and stuff like that. I think.
What,
But there's this
yeah.
girl who got married to a Isagi cutout.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
why?
normal. That's the more cultural thing over there that's accepted. Like that happens a
That
lot
is
over
a
there.
mental
I
illness.
heard somebody try to date the DSI or something like that over there.
On that point, Velly, that you're making, I was going to say I knew somebody who I went over his house, slept over a few days, and when I first walked into the house, into his room, he had a body pillow of I can't remember the character's name. She's like that blue like pony like pigtail girl. You know who?
What's her name? Miku?
Yeah, a body pillow of that
Oh
character. And
gosh.
I was just like, this is something you put away. But to your point, he also did enjoy trains a lot.
Now,
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. Something just hit me. Fred, going off of what Fred said about they was really talking to that creator, talking to him. Like, there's actually, I remember seeing a report. There was somebody who actually got married in Japan. Somebody physically got married to a fictional character, and he had like the whole cutout and everything of them at the wedding. I can't remember exactly. It was like I can't remember who it was.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
I was like, I knew it. I thought it was the same thing that Fred was talking about until he was like, no, that's a completely different situation. Like, yeah, those are levels that are that's crazy.
Now,
That's crazy.
Now,
because what happens if you find somebody you actually fall in love with? You got to get divorced to your cutout.
Yes.
How does that work?
That
Right. Like anything else, bro. What are you talking about?
The cutout got assigned too. Like, you gonna pay the other half? What's up?
I get a signature from the writer.
Right. Like,
yeah, this is just like a major thing that is done in like the far eastern countries of the world.
But there are
It's
people
done
in America that do it.
Korea, there's also there's a lot in America that do it, but it's more like Japan. It's legal to marry a body pillow. Korea, it's legal to marry a body pillow. Like more.
The only thing different is they're a lot more acceptable. There's a lot more acceptance when it comes to mental illness out there than it is here. You know, people don't get bullied for their mental illnesses out there, so it's not touched on as much.
The same place where they have vending machines of underwear. So
it is very much a mental illness. Like it's bad.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. You know, live your life how you live your life. I just identify that there is something wrong with you mentally.
Like
what you do about that at that point is on you, but identify it. Do not preach that, you know, it's just regular, normal, because if you start to create this delusion with yourself, you may not ever take the steps needed to get the help that you need, because you may need help.
Yep.
This thing is going to be too far gone.
Also true.
But to go on like a part two of everything, I do think that I do like 75, like 80% think like that the husbando and waifu thing. I feel like that's also pretty good, because I feel like for the most part, not all the ways, like 75-80%, I think that shows that show has provided enough depth or put enough and shown enough into this character that they're the epitome of what they stand for in this whatever category, genre, whatever you want to put it in. They're the epitome of this. So I feel like that is also a note most of the time to the creators, and also can be like a hint of at a really good show. If a really good show has multiple waifus or such a commonly known waifu or husbando that everybody agrees on, I think that means the show did a really good job at putting importance or depth into that character.
So to throw down my draw too on top of the deck pile, there's nothing wrong with having a waifu or a husbando, whatever you're into, right? Like I think we all have one, at least one, or maybe a good number of characters who fit into those categories. and
You know,
whatnot.
lot of
But
good, strong black women. You feel me?
facts.
That's just what I'll rock.
But there
Proceed.
there has to be a line, right? There has to be a limit to how we separate our hobbies, likes, and whatnot to from actual reality. Right? I love
That's
smoothies.
exactly what I was talking about.
I
That line right there is mental illness.
I love smoothie, right? I always say that niggas met me, love smoothie, but y'all would never see me, and I mean never see me ever go online talking about it like, oh yeah, I'm about to take my girl out to lunch, and then show up a cardboard piece of paper of smoothie. No, like I know where the line draws. Like cool,
Like at
smooth.
that point, you're literally hearing voices in your head, bro.
Yeah, it's like there's a fine line that should not be crossed, and at some point we have to really realize that we need to go outside, socialize with people or whatnot. I understand a lot of us have a different aspect, a different being of growing up. Maybe you weren't the popular kid, maybe you weren't the most attractive one, or people make fun of you, stuff like that. And your comfort is in anime. Your comfort is in these people who technically don't exist in real life, but you find some attraction to them that you like, that made you have this mindset, this set on delusion. Understandable. We all been through it. But as you get older, it comes to a point to where you may need to start focusing on yourself. You may need to actually deep down and understand like, hey, I need to socialize a little bit more. Maybe I need to interact with people who are seemingly like me, people who have the same interests I have and stuff like that. Because having a good majority of your life, especially people who are within their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and whatnot, having a strong, deep form of connection with inanimate objects, 2D pictures, 3D animations, whatever the case may be, is kind of insane. And then you treat it as like this person is existing, this person's alive, this person is breathing. You could see this person anytime you want to. You're on the phone talking to them like this person doesn't exist. This person doesn't know you exist. And then, especially if you made the character and you're this deep infatuated with them to where you don't want them to get with the main character in your own story, kind of diabolical, kind of crazy, kind of insane.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
All I'm saying,
Wild.
because you feel like it's gonna hurt your heart to see them with another character that you purposely made for them to get with. Kind of dastardly, kind of chaotic. I'm not gonna lie to you. We need to seek help. So, some help needs to be seen.
Yeah.
Attachment, serious attachment, scary levels of attachment.
Stalker levels.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was so confused on this topic at first, but then it made me think of this anime movie that I watched. Have you guys watched the movie Ride Your Wave?
I've heard of it.
Yes.
It's super good. I don't want to spoil like too much, but this girl, she's a surfer, and then she gets a boyfriend. Something happens to the boyfriend, and then she starts seeing him in like bodies of water. So like she started seeing him in like her water bottle. So she would like carry her water bottle around, talk to it, like he's there and everything, and then she would transfer him to bigger things, like a big old like water type of balloon thing, kind of like how in like in SpongeBob, like when you have the big old bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like in that. So like they're like her friends kept being like, "Girl, you gotta let this go." She's like, "No, like he's in there, like." That's my man in there, you know what I mean? So like the whole movie, she doesn't want to be a surfer anymore because she's traumatized by the water. So like the whole movie is her kind of trying to like detach from it. So like I feel like when we're talking about this mental thing, like people kind of have to find that, like, yeah, you find comfort in these things and these characters that you love, but you got to be strong enough to detach yourself from that and find that in somewhere else, like in people. Go outside.
If you're not strong enough to detach yourself from that, it is okay to seek help. You are not weak. You are not any less of a man or woman or whatever. It is okay to go get help.
On me.
The strongest people on this planet, the strongest people in our history had help. Genghis Khan had help.
On me. He might have killed them later if they failed, but help was still there.
Now, also, just throwing one more thing.
You gotta tackle that stuff on your own.
Throwing one more thing on that. I know that like there are saying just make sure it's not like 100% type thing. I know there are people that just like truly struggle with interactions with humans or getting along with people, so they find comfort. They find comfort in the characters in games and in anime. I can completely understand that. So if that's what they find comfort in when humans aren't or humans or people aren't the thing, I can resonate with that for a bit. Taking it outside, taking it in public, and once again, like I said earlier, that's when that becomes a whole different thing in nature. When it becomes like a whole public thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, your life is your life. I just want people to, when you get to that point where you need assistance, you need to recognize that and go find someone who can help you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before this turns into more of a serious problem and it eats you alive.
Yeah, at least gain enough strength to get the help that you need. That's for sure.
I don't care about you having a body pillow. I don't care what you do to that body pillow. Just understand that it's just a pillow.
Facts.
I ain't got no more to say on this point. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think you kind of.
I just wanted to touch on the mental health aspect. I'm heavy on that.
On me.
Once again, I love me some waifus. Love me some waifus. Gotta throw in there. I got a good 4-5, and I got 2 honorable mentions in there. You know what I'm saying? I love me some waifus. You know what I'm saying? Fun to have waifus.
Oh.
I got a lot, but I also watch a lot of harem anime, so I get a lot of contenders.
Yep.
Well, that was all the topics that I had picked out. We still got some time on the.
I was just looking for something I came across today. I was about to say, if anybody's gonna say something, I was just looking for something I saw today that was super short. It was like, caught my. So please, unless you find something, please go ahead. I'm still trying to find.
I mean, I have a lineup.
Are we gonna list our waifus and husbandos?
Shit, we can.
I'll be here all day.
Ain't nothing on me.
Since Miriam, you brought it up, you can start first. List the ones you got.
Both, cause Okay.
Do your big one.
Oh, me.
All right. So for my waifus, I got Boa Hancock because I just love her energy. I love that like bow down to me energy. You know what I mean? Hinata from Naruto. Ezra from Fairy Tail. Sailor Pluto, Yoruichi from Bleach, and Vanessa from Black Clover. Love me some Vanessa.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and then for husbandos, I got my number one man, Kakashi. Okay. Gojo, Jinwoo, aka Beiwoo, Ichigo, Zoro, Yami from Black Clover, Crollo from Hunter x Hunter, Gray from Fairy Tail, Shanks, and Isomi from what is that anime called? My goodness, I'm spacing out on the anime. What it's called? But yeah, those are mine.
Very solid. Very solid. This right there. Very solid.
Thank you.
Who's next in line?
You know I can go if nobody else want to go.
I'm gonna say I'm just got Perona, you know what I'm saying? Perona, she said Hinata already. Revi, you know what I'm saying? Love me some Revi. And then OG, you know, waifu, you know, Boma, you know what I'm saying?
Dang.
That's an OG.
Let me get my lineup in there. Let me throw my starting 5 out there, you feel me? Yoruichi pushing the point. You feel me? Yoruichi bringing the ball down the court every time. You feel me? Captain Hibana from Fire Force.
Facts.
Yes.
Me and her got a special connection. We there. You feel me? Horse. My baby Vivi from One Piece. I love you, Vivi.
Ooh, yeah.
Even though we don't see her enough no more, that's still she got a special place in my heart. You feel me?
For your pain.
Speaking of One Piece, you feel me? Nico Robin.
Yes.
Moment of silence for Nico Robin, because yes, absolutely.
Not freak salty about it.
I was leaving it for him. I wasn't gonna say it.
Had to. She in the starter five. I had to. I'm sorry. I couldn't move around it. And then closing out the starting five, Toru Honda from Fruits Basket. Because I love my baby Toru.
Love her.
Right, so another side of this. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and go in there. You know what I'm saying? Since he go ahead and said her name, my number one waifu in all of anime, my baby Nico Robin is on Maddie 7. That's my number one in all anime right there. You know what I'm saying? I love her.
Valid.
Shout out to Fresh for the Nico Robin kimono right there. You know what I'm saying? Always hung up right there. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Nico Robin kimono.
You know what I'm saying?
Kimono.
Honorable mention, 6 Man of the Year, Winry from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Got it.
He couldn't leave her out. He just felt it. He couldn't leave her out right there.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Nico Robin, my number one of all time. And I'm gonna go next on my two, who are the two people who are the first waifus I've ever had. Mikasa and you know what I'm saying? This is more from an ecchi anime, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Hey, don't hold me on. Hey, Miss Akino from High School DxD. You know what I'm saying? I always and truly that she was actually my first waifu I've ever had ever. She was the first one I've ever had. That was, you know what I'm saying? A 17-year-old mother. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? She number one. But
they had mean jiggle phases in that motherfucker.
Hey, they were like the pioneer. They were almost pioneers at that point. How they were going crazy back then. But so yeah. So we got Mikasa. So we got Akino. We got Nico Robin. We got Mira Jane from Fairy Tail.
I like that.
Another haven't seen a lot of her very short anime she was a part of, but of course this super random. I'm gonna go with her name is Vermil from Vermil and Gold. Gotta go with her. If I do one, just one more in there. I got to. Nah, never mind. We gonna stick with those right there. No lie, no man. Reincarnated Islam, Shion, the purple ogre.
I ain't gonna lie. One is climbing the ranks and getting real close to that 6. My baby Freerin. But I love Freerin so much.
Oh, love her.
I love her to death.
Still need to get into that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And they say I ain't got husbandos, but I got bros I want to chill with. I got bros I want to chill with. I got bros I want to chill with.
I forgot to shout out Kagome and Sango. That's my other waifu. I forgot to shout them out.
Damn, I made her.
I never liked
accident. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you laugh like that.
I love Sango. I never liked Kagome. Never liked her. I never liked her.
So
hey, she was chill before, but when that man was chilling back in the past, hey man, nothing but love. It just turned into hate. You can't hate that, man. You know, nah. That nigga decided that nigga live. And it's kind of fucked up. She made him live.
She was all mad and shit. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Kikyo looked good. Man. I didn't make up.
I made no bees. Nigga, you got the bees on.
I just appreciate
it. Kagome was a hater.
Stop! She had every reason to.
She had the reason, bro. Like it's just...
She ain't have no reason. They wasn't an item yet. She just liked him, and he didn't understand what love was.
But hey, she turned that man from just a nigga I want to kill shit to almost a human being. She embraced that side of him.
She did, but in the midst of all that, she was hated.
Well, there was some hatred in her heart.
Bro, think about
it was hatred because she was so enthralled. She was stricken.
I feel that, but think about it from Inuyasha's standpoint, bro. I've been on this tree for how many thousands of years behind this one girl that I've been chasing. And then I see her and you mad that I react the way I react when I see her. I told you when I met you that I was looking for her.
But it's also like, but if you look at Kagome like, I've been helping you all this time. We've been getting closer. She put you to that trait.
Right.
What about
Right,
like
right.
that?
You can't help.
She
Wait,
punched
he's
to the
the
tree.
man.
She punched
He
to the tree.
made.
I've been doing nothing but help you this whole time. She punched on the tree. Why you so stuck on her?
Hey, cause she made the man that she like now. Like what? Like you wouldn't like me if I was
I
my
can see
old
both
me.
sides. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be devil's advocate. I can
Yeah.
see
Oh,
both sides. I can see both
That
sides.
love triangle, man.
she had the right.
I
She had the
I
right
never
to-
liked Kagome. Sango best girl.
Oh yeah, she by far. She
I
put up with.
never truly liked Domain, but I understood where she was coming from.
Yeah.
Songo was putting up with Moroku shit. She was a real one.
Oh, Sango baddie.
I love
Sango-
Sango.
He tried to holler. Who you hollering at?
And
Who-
Sango comes with Kilala, and Kilala is like just
Hood boy.
Yes,
Hood. And she don't be and Sango don't be complaining a lot. You know what I'm saying? She just go do her shit. She just go do her thing. She look out for people. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to find my brother. That's it. That's all I want to do.
Oh me. I'm finna rewatch Inuyasha, boy. I love Inuyasha.
Well, then
I know.
I'll go
Y'all
next.
got me wanting to watch it.
I about to say, Fred.
Okay, let me name off my waifus. Got S
Get in
Death.
there. Get in there. Yes, sir.
I know I forgot one.
From Megami Got Kill. We got Smoothie.
That's the Ice Queen herself too.
On me.
I knew I forgot one, bro. I knew I.
Tragic. We got Smoothie from One Piece. Shout out my Black Queen.
Big Smoothie.
We got Tia Haribel from Bleach. Also shout out my other Black Queen.
Boy, me and Fresh got the same taste, boy.
Next one is most definitely Nell, adult version of Nell, of course, from Bleach.
Oh.
Shout out my rank number 3. Did I have another one?
Ambietta Buster.
No, that was all you.
I just
But I
love
fuck
her
with the
name.
name.
It's not even her.
Ambietta Buster.
Ambietta Buster Bond. It's hard.
Yeah, I think that's really it for me. I think it was just that lineup before.
Damn, I can't believe I forgot S that, bro.
Okay,
That's
dope.
crazy, bro.
I got Miracle of My Hero.
Solid.
Nothing wrong
I
with
got Celti from Durarara.
She ain't got no head though, but
He got no head.
I love Celti though, but I'm the biggest Durarara advocate. I love Celti.
Nigga fell in love with a leather suit and a
Bro,
motorcycle
bro.
helmet.
leather suit. And when she lift the helmet up, it's all smoke. He just locked in.
I'm here.
Nigga essentially fell in love with a Grim Reaper. Crazy.
I got Urza from Fairy Tail.
Period. When?
I'm a Juvia type nigga. You feel me? Just me personally. I'm a Juvia type nigga. You feel me?
I love Juvia.
Hey, speaking of that, Fresh, when you say that, what's the shorty from the Chainsaw Man?
Who, Makima?
Yes.
A lot of shorties.
Fuck Makima. Nigga.
Power best girl.
We hate
best girl in all of anime.
We hate Makima over here.
Oh, you hate Makima, bro?
All my homies hate Makima.
And I'm the homie.
All my homies hate Makima.
Then afterwards, I was gonna say Revy from Black Lagoon.
I love Revy, bro. She's so violent though.
Hey, man, that's the one you gotta keep. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. You might have tiptoe sometimes, but
Yeah, you gotta keep some Hennessy in the house. She might hurt you.
Tiptoe. You may have to do more than just tiptoe.
Low-key, guys, I have to go.
All
right, Miriam.
Thank you so much for having me. I hope you guys follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back, I promise.
Make sure y'all tune in to Miriam the Goddess on IG. She is coming out with an album. We will be listening to it. Granted, I don't know who all we is, but whoever's in here while I'm playing it. Great individual. She's semi-famous. She may not admit it, but she is. Catch her at MomoCon and I believe DreamCon. I don't know if she's going there, but
no DreamCon, just MomoCon.
Just catch her at MomoCon, say hi, take a picture, all that good stuff. Woo out the band. Have a wonderful night, Miriam. Well, day, night, afternoon. If you want to,
whatever it is.
On me.
Bye.
Peace.
Tragic. Who didn't go? Mal. Mal's the only one who didn't go with his list.
Is he here?
He ain't say nothing.
What happened?
Oh, waifu was my
I
boy.
thought he got backed up again.
Waifu list.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I
We're not trying to get
set them all. Nah, yeah, I kind of set them all. Y'all reach.
You're trying not to catch a contest to the back of the head.
Fucking
list.
Nico Robin, Boa Hancock. You feel me?
Nobody said Boa.
No, she said
Miriam.
Boa
the
was
first
the
one.
very first person stated. That's how
Come
much
on,
you pay
dog.
attention.
Get that ball out the ear.
Tragic.
I mean, the drop don't gotta pay attention. He's gonna pay attention when he's editing this shit.
On me. Whenever we get to this episode. But cool. 10 minutes left.
I got a little tribute.
All five of the quintessential quintuplets.
Yes, Hero. You said you had a trivia.
No, you go. Let me search for it. My bad. I didn't know you as you heard me. So, I do what y'all gonna do. If I get to it, I get to it.
How about you? How about the closing remarks?
Yeah, they can get that in.
This keep 2 cut 5 for the 90s anime, boy. This shit gonna be the heaviest hitter. I'm gonna lie.
I got it right now fresh real quick. Like, just quick things. We was talking about a while back how expensive the Switch 2 is, you know what I'm saying? Throughout Nintendo being a very expensive brand. I would say throughout all the iterations that Nintendo have, can y'all guess which one is actually the highest if you calculate it by today's standard? If you want to just think about it.
The Wii
U. A comparison. Yes. Throughout all the consoles they had. So Wii.
Most expensive.
I said Wii. If not count that.
Maybe the 3DS.
2DS.
Not even nope.
The 2DS was cheaper than 3DS.
It was.
Remember, just to set y'all mind where the price is at. Remember, Switch 2 is $450.
The Wii.
Yeah, I'll say the 3DS.
Okay, first you up there, Wii. It'll be $300. The Wii would be $394 if we buy it out today. So if you buy a Wii today, it'll be cheaper than the Switch 2. And the only other game that tops that, if y'all got any other guesses, I'll let y'all know what the top 2 is.
Tilted said NES.
Hey, Tilted hey, that shows Tilted age right there. NES, it has a $523. That's the only thing that tops that. It's another one else. It's another one as well, but that's the one that would top the fucking Switch. So
Super Nintendo.
NES. No, yes, that's number 2. Drop. Look at you, drop. Look at you. That's number 2 with by $10. So this Switch is basically setting almost precedence of being on the lines of just next gen console for the whole Nintendo things, because this is by far the third priciest console that they got.
The first time they made a next gen console.
They just looking at that, I thought that was very interesting.
Interesting.
But on you, Trey.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of said podcast. Shout out to everybody being here. Shout out to Miriam for finally making it on the podcast, because boy, I was trying to set that up for a while now, and life just did not want to cooperate with a nigga. But shout out to Miriam.
Cool people.
Shout out to Miriam for being on the pod with us. Freak, closing remarks.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know the vibes already. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hope everybody's has a fantastic start to a new week. Some good vibes and positivity everybody's way. Saying if you ain't tapped in, locked in already, So Fresh Prince on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with it. Slick_freaking. That's with 2 C's.
2 of them.
All platforms. You know what I'm saying? Drop. You know what I'm saying? Drop the stacks. You know what I'm saying? That stacks got an exit. You know what I'm saying? Drop the stacks. You know what I'm saying?
X and Z with the phone.
X and Z. Crazy. Crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Not a kid. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. Whenever he be feeling like it. You know what I'm saying? Daddy Honcho. Boy, if we ain't said it once, we said it every single time. But if you ain't heard that nobody's favorite 2, boy, I still play it all the time. It's been 2 years now. Go tap in. Once you tap in with that, tap into the rest. It's gonna make sense. Yo.
Drop.
Yo.
Close remark.
It's been a beautiful podcast. You feel me? I said something, but Check out everybody already. No, feel me? Like how Freak said. Check out everybody. If you haven't already, make sure you have a beautiful night, morning, afternoon, whatever you're having. Peace.
Me. Mal, closing remark.
I say it every week. Great podcast. Great guest. Shout out Belly for the icebreaker. But also fuck you for the icebreaker. That shit was difficult.
Wait till I compile the GOAT list.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not ready for that one.
Tragic. We're fucked.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all.
Hero of the randomness. Closing remark.
You know, shout out, good podcast. Shout out to our special guest and her pirate crew. And the captain. This is only the second captain we had.
Hood. Another pirate captain in this month.
You know what I'm saying? I always put on for Surf Freak and the Snow Wolf. You know what I'm saying? We'll shout out those Galaxy Pirates over there. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody. Shout out G-Force. They was streaming last night. G-Force is Celeste. You know, Baby Honcho, myself, Drop. You know what I'm saying? They was on Fortnite last night. Tune into them. And remember, Poco's and Jabroni. Wait a minute. Father James says Abyss is here. What the fuck?
Flies down.
Chick. Veli with the remarks that need to be closed.
Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
Great podcast. Shout out to Miriam. Great guest. Are you young Jeezy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
cause why he hit that shit?
No. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Miriam. You feel me? She's great soul. I hope we can make some music coming soon. And touch back on mental health. Like I said, it is okay to go get help, bro. It's okay to not be okay. Let's start with that. There's nothing wrong with you just because you're not okay. You don't gotta hide that from the world. It's okay to not be okay, and it's also okay to go find help so you can be okay.
Let me find help, please.
You feel me? I don't want to see none of y'all go too early. You feel me? We a family here. Y'all all my hazy flamers. I love y'all to death. I don't want to see nobody go too early.
Factual.
Feel me? Keep on bipping too. You feel me?
WBIP. All right. That has been today's episode of the Hazy Flame Podcast. Shout out again to our special guest, Miriam the Goddess. You can find her at IG as Miriam the Goddess. Her information will be tagged. Yes, Cookie, you did miss it. We are closing up shop, unfortunately. Her information will be, whenever this is a video, down in the description below. She does have album coming out. Again, it will be streamed. We will listen to it. I will give my honest opinion about said album and things of that nature. If you are going to MomoCon these next upcoming weeks, she will be there. If you see her, say hi, say that the Hazy Flame Gang sent you over and whatnot, but don't be a weirdo and all that good stuff. Shout out to Freak, shout out to Drop, shout out to Mal, shout out to Hero, shout out to Veli, shout out to those who couldn't make it. Shout out to Zora, shout out to Lando, shout out to Dart being a college student and all that good stuff. Shout out to the people in the Twitch chat. To notify people, So Fresh Prince will no longer be streaming in the year of 2026. I will be converting this channel into the group channel. So the only times I will really stream is D&D nights and anytime group related stuff. Blah. Why? Because I am retiring as a streamer, at least as far as my name goes. Does not mean you won't get streams from us. It just means you won't just get individual streams from me. Life. But yeah, Nobody's Favorite Part 3 coming out soon. The Auntie tape coming out whenever I decide to lock in. Could be this year, could be not. Maybe when I quit the second job, it most definitely will come out a lot sooner. Shout out to Cookie, shout out to Tilted. Y'all can make sure to go follow them at Auntie Cookie, and that's with 2 Ks. And kinda Tilted. Great streamers, wonderful people, fabulous people, and all that good stuff. You gotta do a 24-hour before you end. I'll think about it. But that is it for me. That is it for the podcast. I'm reading y'all out to Nick the Martian. She's currently live playing Marvel Rivals. Shout out to Sea Lion. You know, everybody's favorite Sea Lion and all that good stuff. We'll be back next week. It'll be a video game podcast. I don't know. Tilted, trying to be a part of it. Let me know. Granted, I don't know your schedule like that, but it'll be Friday. I don't know. We'll chop it up. If not, I can find somebody else and all that good stuff. Listen to this Wale as y'all leave and all that good stuff. Yes, sir. I ain't gonna lie, most definitely stalled out like last 2 minutes to get to like the good 2 hour mark. Shout out to improvising.